Welcome back students in second part of today's lecture. So in previous lecture we were talking about collinear and non-linear vectors. Okay. So if two vectors are parallel to same line they are called as collinear vectors, and if two vectors are such that if vector A and vector B are neither parallel and neither parallel nor they coincide, so they are said to be non-collinear. Next is like and unlike vectors. Okay, like vectors or co-directional vectors, as the name only suggests, like vectors are co-directional vectors which are collinear and have same direction. Okay, two like vectors may have equal or different magnitude, but their directions are always same. Unlike vectors are those vectors which are collinear but have opposite sense of direction. Okay, so here you can see this one, A and B, they are same but they have opposite direction. So they can be like this or like this, parallel to each other but in opposite direction. Okay, so these diagrams here you can see their magnitudes are different and their direction is same, so that's why they are like vectors. Here their direction is same. Okay, so same direction means like vector, opposite direction means unlike vectors. Then we have coplanar vectors. If two or more vectors lies on the same plane, they are called as coplanar vectors. Okay, and those who are not on same plane, they are called non-coplanar vectors. Then we have co-initial and co-terminus vectors. So the vectors which are having same origin, here you can see their initial points are same, vector A, vector B and vector C. Their initial points are same, so they are called as co-initial vectors. And here you can see vector A, B, C, D. Their initial points are not same but their ending points are same. They are coming at one particular point. Okay, so their terminals are at same point, so that's why they are called as coterminous vectors. Now let's discuss about position and displacement vectors. Suppose P is a point lying on a plane and we have to show its position. So whenever any point is on plane, to show its position we need two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Where the two axes meet, that point is called as origin, and we compare all the points with respect to origin. So if point P is there and we have to find out its position, so we compare its distance from origin. So here from O you can see this is one straight line joining O to P. So the length of this straight line will show that how much this point P is far from the origin. So that's why this line is a position vector. Why is it vector? Because it not only shows us the magnitude but also the direction. So it is the position vector. Now suppose point P is transferred from this point to this point. So now this is the new position. Okay, suppose the object was initially at point P, now it has moved to a point P dash. So now this line R dash will be the new position vector. Okay, now this is new position vector and the distance between point P and point P dash, this distance, this one, will be called as displacement vector, because this vector PP dash is showing that how much the object is displaced from point P to P dash. So now I hope you all have understood what is position vector and what is displacement vector. The vector which shows the position with respect to origin R and R dash, This is called as position vector. And the vector which shows the distance between any two given point on space, that is called as displacement vector. Then next topic is multiplication of vectors by real numbers. Suppose lambda is a number. So two cases are there when we multiply it by a vector. If lambda is positive, okay, if positive number lambda is multiplied by a vector, so this vector becomes lambda times. Okay, suppose lambda equals to 2, then lambda a is 2 times longer than a and has the same direction. But if lambda is negative, then what happen? If suppose lambda equals to minus 1.5, then minus lambda into a is 1.5 times longer than a, but now its direction will be opposite to a. Here when lambda is positive, okay, and we multiplied it with a vector, so that vector becomes lambda times and the direction will be same. But when the lambda is negative and we multiply it with a vector, the vector becomes lambda times, but now its direction will change. So here you can see with the diagram. Okay, here this is one vector a. We multiplied it by 2, so it become 2a. So here you can see its length has increased. Here this is a. We multiplied it with minus 1.5. So here you can see its length increased 1.5 times of a, but now its direction has changed because here negative sign is there. So previously it was right hand side direction, then it becomes left hand side direction. Okay, this is it for today's video. In next video we will see the addition of vectors as well as properties of vector addition. Before that, you all must remember all the types of vectors. Till then, goodbye, take care and do some productive work.